So Brad and I are going to explore Salt Lake City and show you around, show you some fun, quirky things we find. But first, we need a shower. So we're going to show you our shower setup. So this is our shower setup right here. We have a 32-inch, essentially it was marketed as a dog bath. And it's really heavy duty, just unfolds like that. There's a drain on the side right here for you when you're finished, you can drain out the water. We use our rinse kit, and in our rinse kit is where we store all the rest of the stuff for the shower. So we have 2 regular size shower curtains. And I'll show you how we set these up. We also have a hula hoop that breaks down. So first, we're gonna assemble the hula hoop. Alright, and then up here you can see we have 4 magnets. So those are also part of our shower setup. We have really heavy duty magnets that also have a hoop, and that is what the hula hoop and shower curtain is going to attach to. Take the shower curtain, and then we need to just make sure all of these go onto the hula hoop. Like so. One shower curtain. Definitely takes a few minutes setting up, but it is worth it. So Brad and I both have different techniques, but I like to connect the hula hoop together. I undo this, and I'll hold it up and connect it. So I'm just connecting it all right now. And then this side. And these are just like essentially binder rings. None of it came together. Everything we bought separately, of course. There's magnets at the bottom of the shower curtain, so they all stick together, making sure that it stays closed for your shower. And so what I do is I normally will take the rinse kit hose and I hang it right on there. So in between when I need to wash, just hangs right there, and it's right underneath the fan. The rinse kit we use holds 2 gallons of water. You can heat the water up by using a 12-volt car plug essentially. There are adapters so you can use it in a normal household plug. We just haven't gotten those yet. So a lot of times while we drive, we heat up the rinse kit. It takes about an hour to heat up to a normal, regular hot shower you would take in a house. And with 2 gallons of water, even with both of us showering, we barely go through a gallon and a half. That's definitely if we're using a lot of the water, so it's plenty for us to both shower. And you pressurize it by the pump that's in it, and then you just turn this knob right here, and then it comes out and you spray it.
So we're here at the Summum Pyramid in Salt Lake City, Utah. The Summum religion and philosophy began in 1975 by American citizen Claude Corky Nowell, who claimed to have an encounter with beings beyond this world who gave him principles to live by, philosophies that have been around forever.
I was hoping to see some mummies, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
We can't go inside today because it's closed, but we're hoping we could.
It's pretty weird. And it's in a really weird part of town. As you can see, it's in a very random spot.
They're the only religious sect in America that still practices the Egyptian art of mummification, and apparently that is also their biggest source of income. Who knew? Who knew? Who thought we'd come to Utah and find a pyramid?
So we are in the convention center located in downtown Salt Lake City, Utah. And behind us is a really cool art piece. It is completely made out of tape, and it is of the salt flats. And it is a lot larger than the internet leads on. It's a little interesting, but kind of cool. There is still the duct tape rolls hanging off of the art piece, which I think is pretty interesting. So we are at Lily E. Gray's headstone, and on that headstone it says victim of the beast 666. No one knows why it says that, or even if it's a real person. So it's pretty interesting. In our quest to find quirky things to see in Salt Lake City, this headstone was one of the things that came up on the internet as something that was pretty interesting and something that we should check out. So that's why we're here. It's definitely suspicious, a little more suspicious because my birthday is also June 6th, which is interesting. Very loud in here, but we are order of our first funeral potatoes, which is a very popular meal here in Utah. So let's try it out. Oh yeah. It's good. It's a really good comfort meal.
It's my first time. That's good.
So a little bit about me is I actually grew up in the LDS church. Growing up, my family is actually, part of my family is from the Salt Lake area. So I used to come here all the time as a kid. The Temple Square is absolutely gorgeous. This is Brad's first time here, and unfortunately the temple is under construction, but it's pretty interesting to see. So the building we're going to go into now is the Tabernacle building, and the person who actually created the roof of it designs bridges. And why they asked him to build the roof is they wanted a roof that could support without columns. So actually at one point this was the largest building that had a roof without any column support. And it's absolutely gorgeous when the Tabernacle choir sings. The acoustics in this building are unlike anything you've ever heard. There's free tours. Anyone's willing to give you a tour. I believe that the missionaries are the ones that guide all the tours around Temple Square.
I really wanted to show Brad how incredible the organ at the conference center was, as well as the architecture of the conference center itself. The conference center is the largest style auditorium ever built. From the back of the building to the podium is the length of a football field. The upholstery on the chairs is embroidered with wheat representing the bread of life. There are 50,000 miles of electrical wire in the building, enough to circle the world twice. There are 7,666 pipes in the organ, 130 ranks. Only about 170 pipes can be seen by the audience. The pipes range from 3/4 of an inch tall to 40 feet tall.
Roots of Knowledge is a stained glass exhibit in the Utah Valley University Library. Comprised of 80 individual panes, totaling 10 feet in height and 200 feet in length, the series of stained glass windows starts with the dawn of humanity and ends with present day, chronicling humankind's quest for intellectual advancement and progress.
love tacos, and we are definitely on the hunt to have the best tacos in Utah. And the Blue Iguana is a place that was highly recommended, so let's go check it out. So we each got an al pastor taco and a carnitas taco. This is the carnitas. That's good.
And this is a pastor. good too. So we just finished at Blue Iguana, and the food was pretty good. We decided it was about a 7 out of 10. The service was a little less than that, maybe a 5.5 out of 10. But it is what it is. On to the next place. Pastry time! So we wanted to film in this bakery, but it was a little too busy. I got a $9 little pumpkin cake. I'm not sure why it's $9. And I'll let Shyla show you what she got.
I got, oh, it's kind of stuck. Okay, well, I'll just hold it up. Tiramisu. So tiramisu is one of my favorite cakes, but only if it's made with the traditional lady fingers. And it looks like this one is. So we'll try it out.
Let's give it a whirl. Take a little look.
Mm-hmm. That is really...
So I think it's pumpkin cake, a little cream cheese, buttercream. Some pepitas on top. It's a big bite.
It's actually really good. The cake texture is like dense but really moist.
It's like a really good carrot cake, but
Yeah.
pumpkin.
Yeah, it definitely has a lot of pumpkin flavor. For sure.
Light, refreshing. Tastes like a tiramisu. It's pretty good.
For those of you that don't know, Brad and I used to work at a bakery together for 2 years.
In Orange County.
He was the back of the house manager and I was the front of the house manager. And we used to make tiramisu, a lot of tiramisu. But we made it different. It didn't have the traditional lady fingers. So ever since that bakery, I've discovered my love for tiramisu and I've been on the hunt for the best one. Oh, so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's been forever since we've had like a cake dessert.